everybody, welcome back. It is me, Emily. Today we are making the wing gyoza from Shokugeki no Soma or Food Wars. In this last episode, episode 8 I believe of season 3, Soma goes into a competition with one of the top 10 elite council members, and he pulls out this dish which is like a crazy twist on gyoza. It is a chicken wing stuffed with gyoza filling, fried in a pan with Parmesan cheese and an awesome sauce. It's like a sweet, soury ketchup kind of sauce. It's like a bizarre dish, but we're gonna go ahead and try it. From what I can see, it's gonna be difficult. Prepping the vegetables is gonna take a long time, and so is prepping the chicken. But other than that, I think it should be a pretty, easy dish to recreate, so we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. So stick around, we're gonna make the dish and then try it afterwards.
The first thing we're going to start by doing is making the sauce. So to a pan you want to add your chicken stock, your soy sauce, your rice wine vinegar, and some sake. And then you are also going to add a little bit of ketchup, the secret ingredient here, and then some sugar just to add a little bit more sweetness to the sauce so that it's not too vinegary. And you want to stir this all together, and then once it's come up to a boil, add in your arrowroot slurry. They use, according to Crunchyroll's translations, it's arrowroot that they use to thicken it, but you could use cornstarch too. And once that starts to thicken up, take that off the heat. And let's work with our gyoza mixture. So you've got your minced pork, your fatty pork, your garlic chives, your Napa cabbage, and Shiitake mushrooms, as well as the aromatics of ginger, and we're also going to add in some garlic here. And then you want to season this really well with some soy sauce and some oyster sauce, which I've never used before in a gyoza filling, but I think was really successful. And it's something that Soma uses, which is why I just use it, as well as some pepper, freshly ground pepper, and some salt. And once you've got that all in there, you just need to mix it up and use your hands. It's just going to be the easiest thing to do until it's nice and sticky and all the ingredients are evenly incorporated. Then you want to set that aside and pull out your chicken wings, which you should have deboned prior to this. The deboning takes a really long time, but once you've done it, it's pretty easy to just stuff the filling in there. I mean, easy in the sense that it doesn't require a lot of skill, but it is pretty slippery, so just hold on to your chicken wing really well. You want to stuff all of those, and if you have any mixture that you happen to have left over, that just means more gyoza for you that you can make with your leftover filling. Bring a pan up to medium-high heat, and you want to sear the sides of your chicken wings and let that cook through about 10 minutes before adding in a little bit of water and sprinkling on the Parmesan cheese. And then you want to slap a lid over it, and you'll know it's ready to go when it makes this sound. So once you're happy with how that's looking, just pour over the sauce, let it cook down a little bit, and then take off the heat, and it's ready to go, and that's pretty much it. So let's see how it tastes.
Okay, here we are with the final dish. I've got my chicken wing in front of me here. You can see that it's really nicely feathered. The little cheesy bits down at the bottom, kind of, when you put them in the pan, they get fried and crispy, and they kind of make this lacy pattern, which is kind of cool. And this is the chicken wing. So as I suspected, prepping took a really long time, like the vegetable prep. Chopping everything up to go inside the chicken wing took a long time, and taking the bone out of the chicken wing took a really long time. But the good news is that once you get past those prep steps, it was actually really easy to put together. So here is the final dish. I am really excited to give this a try. I've been working on this for a really long time, and it's really late now. It's late for me. It's 9:30 at night. I'm normally in bed by 8 o'clock. Because I'm crazy and I have a job in the morning that I need to go to. So let's go ahead and give this a try. I'm super interested. Oh no, my little cheesy bits are falling off. I'm super interested to see how this tastes. It is a chicken wing stuffed full of gyoza mixture, which is bizarre if you ask me. This is just weird. So let's see how it tastes. Mmm. 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 Wow. This is really good. The filling comes through so strongly and really nicely, and it complements the chicken really well. So the chicken is kind of a very mild flavor, but the zestiness of the inside does a really good job of highlighting like the natural chicken flavor on the outside, if that makes sense. I'm gonna take another bite with some cheese. Oh my gosh. When you get the cheese in there, like the crispy, lacy cheese, oh, that is where the magic happens. Wow. The like sharpness of the Parmesan contrasted with kind of the gingery tanginess of the pork and the nice mellowness of the chicken is so good. And the sauce on top really comes through, like the ketchup flavor. Not really the ketchup flavor, but it's got a nice tanginess that cuts the fattiness of the filling really, really well. So it all works, it works really, really, really well. Wow. You know what, this would be like a great party snack. Like fry up a bunch of these for a party. Because they're really complicated looking, but they taste really good. Mmm. And this gyoza filling is honestly like the best that I've had in a long time. Like, I have not had gyoza filling that was this good and this flavorful since probably the last time I was in Japan. And I'm like a big dumpling person. I eat dumplings a lot. Like, I order out all the time. Don't judge me. But the filling is really good here. Wow. You know, I really wonder what this would taste like with an authentic Jirori Satsuma, right? Jirori Satsuma, I think that's it. Chicken, which is supposed to be like the Kobe beef of chickens in Japan. I wonder how much more strongly the flavor of the chicken would be, or if it would be more strong. Because what's really shining for me is the filling, and the cheese together with the sauce is just so good. And the chicken wing is an interesting way to present it. But to me, like, the chicken is more like the thing that ties it all together and holds it all together, rather than the standout ingredient, which is what I felt like it was supposed to be like in the shokugeki. I mean, nonetheless, this is still really good, and I would highly recommend that you try this. Because like, the Parmesan, the interplay between the Parmesan cheese and the sauce and the filling is really interesting and unique, and not like anything I've ever had before. But not hard to recreate at all. Like I said, once you get the filling down and once you debone the chicken, this is really not a hard dish to put together. So yeah, I don't know, it's just really interesting. But I really like it, and I hope you can try it out. So that's it for this week's episode. I hope you guys can try this out. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Please send me pictures of your creations. I'd love to see it if you guys use this recipe. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to. That's an option. And I will see you guys later. Bye!